Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. You are watching the 2025 Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational. My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond. I am the host of this show, and I am going to bring you the Savannah Easton and Kristina Tkach B-side elimination round matchup. I've got none other than the Velvet Hammer herself, Miss Stephanie Mitchell, in the booth with me.
Hi there, everyone.
Well, hello, Stephanie. All right, so Kristina Tkach is on your left. Savannah Easton is on your right. If you are new and not familiar with the ladies of the WPBA, and it looks as though Savannah Easton has won the lag. All right, so let's go over the match rules for this event. This is a race to 8, lag for the first break, alternate break format thereafter. The 9-ball doesn't count on the break in the bottom 2 pockets. The 9-ball is on the spot. No break box. The opponents rack for each other, which we'll explain as we go. 3 consecutive fouls is a loss of game. Cue ball fouls only. Did I miss anything? No 3-point rule.
Yes, which is huge.
Yeah, no 3-point rule. Oh, everyone's saying hello. Hello, hola.
Hey there.
¿Cómo está? All right, so Savannah Easton did win the lag. Kristina Tkach has racked for her. Sap to break. Right. So she does pocket the 2 in the side. How that banks around and kicks in.
One wanted to go there, but
yeah,
it lined up well for her anyway.
So Sav's going to remove the perfect rack from the table. The perfect rack is the official rack sponsor of the WPBA. And we're hoping that he'll start the match soon. The scoring is not on our part. As the players update their tablets, the score will update here. The tournament director must start the match on his computer in order for that to happen. So if it hasn't been started on his end, which I'm sure will happen quickly, we'll make sure to go over and remind him. All right, good starting shot. Savannah just had a really good match with Bean Hung. Bean ended up becoming victorious in that match. So it looks like we're going to have Rita Cho and Bean Hung for the hot seat match.
Savannah's been playing fantastic. And I just watched Kristina play Allie, and they went hill, playing phenomenal, as you would expect.
Well, considering the GOAT of women's pool, in my opinion, of course, versus the world number one, you would expect nothing less, right? Do you know that they have the exact same Fargo rate? Kristina Tkach and Allison Fisher. It's pretty cool. Imagine that they go hill, hill.
Right.
All right, so little touch shot here for Sav on the pink 4. Oh, laid it right into the jaws. This is Savannah's second time on the stream table today. So we know that she's already fairly comfortable here.
Kristina has such a long pause in the back compared to the last match when you were watching Rita, who hardly pauses at all in the back.
Yeah. Well, and Kristina, actually, it's less exaggerated now than it was a couple years ago. She's actually worked on her timing quite a bit. I wonder if she's doing it, though, because she's been a little unsettled in this tournament. Not her typical self at the table, so I wonder if between her and her coach, if maybe they've made some adjustments. I know she in between matches is on the phone, and I'm sure that she's having conversations about what she's feeling good or bad about. I'm sure these adjustments are
That would be nice.
intentional. Yeah, it would, wouldn't it? My husband is my coach, and he's always here, so and working, so I never get to ask him anything until I get home. When I get home, I have a list of things.
That's smart.
All right, so a little drawback stroke here for Kristina. Yeah, she's definitely exaggerating right now. More so than she was earlier in the day. Ben, you know, I'm not sure that we've had, yeah, I think we've had a couple. I think Pia had one. But you know, to be fair with you, Benjamin, I could find out that statistic. All I would have to do is go ask my husband for his handy dandy timekeeper notebook because he marks down all break and runs. But I know up until today, there were only 3 total on the TV table. Up until today from last night. So, all right. So, weird miss on the pink 4 for Savannah. She's going to be racking Kristina to break. You guys, I'm going to step away and let Steph kind of walk you through this and make sure that we get the tournament started on the scoring. Be right back.
Sav probably just needs a minute or two to settle down in this match after coming off a loss and then playing Kristina, who is coming off of a win. Nice cut break by Kristina. Hard shot on the 2 ball. Should probably opt to play a safe. Put the cue ball back behind the 9-3 area. Just like that.
All right, guys. We're having, I think Dean forgot to wear his glasses today. So he accidentally started the hot seat match and not the B-side matchup. So I'm sure he'll get that fixed here shortly. If he doesn't, I'm going to have to go again and threaten his life.
Might be a little strong, but
A little aggressive. He doesn't know what we go through, though, in the stream if somebody is annoyed that they can't see the score. Still. Oh, there we go. There we go, folks. We got the match score. All set.
Ooh, she tucked it in there nicely. Got the 7 as a buffer too.
All right. Okay, now that we have all the technical difficulties addressed, we can enjoy this match. So, Stephanie, do you enjoy coming to New York? I really like this venue.
I love here and love Holden too.
Yeah.
He's such a wonderful host.
Yeah, he is a wonderful host. All right. Tuck that 2 right in there, leaving Savannah a whole lot of, I don't know about nothing. But she may have the edge of the 2, which would give her a couple options for safety play. The room is starting to settle in. We're starting to get some of the fans around these last few tables. Yeah, they haven't scored their tablet. The score is 1-0 at the moment. You are correct. The ladies probably haven't even attempted to mess with their tablet.
If he started the wrong one, it wasn't working in between the games. So.
Okay. All right. So hopefully that will get worked out. But in the process of that, guys, we'll keep you up to date.
And who's playing on the back table? Wei and...
Should be Wei and Pearl Ching.
Looks like Kristina left her where she can't see it, but might have come out enough that she can jump it into that side pocket.
Just go into the air, huh? Oh, nice attempt. A little bump on the round 7, but I think Kristina may have. Oh, it's past the side. Thinking we're going to see another defensive shot here from Kristina.
This is the last round for tonight. They start back up tomorrow at noon.
Is noon the start time tomorrow?
Yes.
Yeah.
Today we started an hour early because we had 5 rounds.
Yeah. I'm actually quite excited. I might get to go have breakfast tomorrow.
That's another reason I love playing here. They start later than every other event.
Right. So good kick shot there for Savannah. Fortune tends to favor the bold, so some nice shot.
Unfortunate double hit monkey ball there.
All right, so what do you like here, Steph? Do you like her banking this out of there? Do you like her to thin it and try to put the cue ball somewhere? What do you enjoy?
Well, it might be too steep of an angle, but if it isn't, then I would like to thin on the left side and put the cue ball behind the 8. But if it is, then I'd put some right English on it and try to bring the cue ball down the other way.
So it looks like
A little too thick,
Yep.
or a little too steep.
She's going to do exactly that. She's going to put the 3 on the short reel, try to get the cue ball behind the 9. Good effort. Not sure if she actually got her tucked under the 9. Doesn't look as though she's got her completely hidden from the 3. So there's a couple different things she could do here, depending on how much of the 3 she can actually see. Camera views can be a little bit screwy. If she can cross over the 3, she can bank it down table and use the 4 for, or the 5 ball as a blocker. She overhit that. A little too much pace there.
Leaving Kristina where she can see the whole ball is rarely a good thing.
Not always a good thing, eh? Yeah, so you guys, I apologize. The score is not updated at the moment. The score is 1-0. This is the second rack, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, we're hoping soon. I don't know that the tournament director has figured out that they're not using their tablet or if their tablet's not working, in which case he will start to update the score by hand. So bear with us, folks. We'll keep you updated as we go.
probably don't think about going back over to it in the middle of a game. At the end of the game, we should know whether they are using it or not.
All right. Nice shot by Sav. And then you cut this 5 in the side pocket and swing it around 3 rails.
2 at least.
At least 2.
Probably 3 so you can come out further past the 9.
Right. Yeah, so unfortunately, I do believe Savannah missed that ball just based on facial expression alone.
She just missed the save. I don't think she was going for that.
She kind of made a weird face, you don't think?
Because
she
she can-
undercut it.
Because she left it where it's an easy safe back.
All right.
That's what I'm going with anyway.
All right. Like, Savannah makes some great faces, though, I will say. If you watch her, you can usually see what's going on in her little brain. All right, so there's definitely a safety play here as well if Kristina would like to. A couple different ways she can go about this.
No?
She may have overcooked this one just a tad, though. All right. Although she didn't get it in between or under one of those 2 balls there, she got the cue ball pretty far away. Outside the pocket, just a tad.
The angle makes it difficult to be able to hide the cue ball when you play safe on the 4. 5.
5 ball.
You'd think I hadn't been playing in this tournament
Yeah.
for the last 3 days.
So I have to giggle because earlier at the start of the event, I put a note up here, a Post-it note on my computer screen that was like pink 4, purple 5. So just so everyone knew, like anyone that got in the booth, because it's so easy to do. The one good thing about the black and the Pro Cup, which we normally do, is one good thing about these 2 ball sets is they both have the pink 4. So if you can just remember that we usually play with the pink 4 anyway, right? So it's
Yeah,
just the 5 that's
The
different.
first time we played with them, I said, yeah, I have no problem with the 4 ball being pink. The problem is the 4 ball is also purple. So there's 2 4 balls on the table and no 5 ball.
Stuff's like, where'd the 5 go? That's great. So it is definitely Definitely a good safety play there by Kristina. She finally got the lock on it, which is exactly what she's been trying to do the last 3 innings.
Olhausen has chosen to sponsor more than one of our events, and they also sponsor several players, 8 of them, I believe. The pool hall happens to use Diamonds, and Diamond is still one of our sponsors. So this way we get the best of both worlds. We have new life and new people in our life that are Olhausen sponsors. But we can't change out the pool tables at the pool hall just for that.
Yeah, like we're very blessed to have the support of multiple. Just like when we go to Bristol, it'll be a Brunswick sponsored event. So even though, there we're definitely playing on Brunswick's, but they have supported our events many times over the years. And you just, you play with the equipment that you got.
And title sponsorship has to do with what you're adding, not
The equipment.
It could be you next time.
Yeah. Reach out. Always looking for people that want to sponsor these events.
Great shot, Sav.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't think that Kristina noticed the foul when Sav kicked at the 5 ball. I'm pretty sure that was a foul, but
Oh, yes.
I don't know that
was.
Savannah noticed it or Kristina. So, once it's over, folks. Right. Very good opportunity here. Sav hit that 8 ball very nicely to fall straight in on this 9 in the top left corner. And there you have it, folks. Savannah Easton's on the board. Score is currently 1-1. Not sure why they're not updating, but like I said, we'll keep you updated. All right, and there we go. Looks like we got somebody paying attention. There's a lot of movement going on in the room. We have a ton of raffles going on. So I think at the moment there are people running everywhere, and I don't think the girls realize that their tablet is active. So, ta-da. We got a score. We're just getting ready to go back up there and start bashing some heads for everybody at home, but Stephanie, she was getting all her muscles ready, but somebody fixed it, so there you go.
You can see not having that 3-point rule is definitely making a big difference for this event with the 9 on the spot. This is our first tournament playing with it on the spot instead of the 1 on the spot.
Okay. So I'm trying to bring Steph out of her shell over here, get her in the booth. I was like, come on in, Steph. Come hang out with me.
Yeah, I think this is my 3rd time.
Yeah, you and Caroline have done it a few times, right?
Me, Caroline, and Chanel, all 3 of us did
Yep.
it, which...
Was that Michigan? Was that Michigan, or was that in New Hampshire?
Wherever
when I had
it's
the
in a
booth?
separate room. Where were we?
Well, no, New Hampshire, we had the booth. Michigan, we had the behind the stage.
It's neither.
Neither. Oh, Wisconsin. It was Wisconsin, the
Right.
Dr. Pool Classic. Yeah. Yeah, because I have the media room there.
And I did it with you one other time.
Yeah, I make Steph. I'm like, come on, Steph, you can do it. The Velvet Hammer has a lot of knowledge, and so I'm always trying to get her to share it with us. Right, so you're seeing a lot of back and forth action in these first few matches, the first few racks here. A lot of it probably has to do with a 9 on the spot break, right? Don't you think? I mean, we're just not getting the
I
same
just had
breaks.
that
Yeah,
conversation while you were somewhere.
I was trying to go smack around some people that weren't doing the scoring for me. All right, so a little bit of information about these ladies. We might as well, while they're doing a little bit of back and forth action, and the score line is currently 1-1. So Kristina Tkach, the lady on your screen at the moment, is the Crystal. She currently resides in Indiana, but she was born in Moscow, Russia. Her current and highest, which obviously there is no higher, ranking inside the WPBA is number 1. She is a 2024 10-ball world champion, a 3-time WPBA champion, 8 times Euro Tour champion, 6 times European champion, and also the Super Billiard Expo champion. She is sponsored by Predator. And we'll wait when we get Savannah Easton up here. We'll run through all her stuff. Little beep beep herself. So these, she's sitting kind of awkward on this pink 4.
If this was me, which it isn't, she'll do something much more amazing. But I would hit it almost full on the right-hand side and put some right spin, put the cue ball down by the 7 ball.
Okay. Very well played. So I didn't mind that being offensive and defensive. I think she played a bit of a two-way shot there. Worked out, but at the same time, Savannah does have sight on the pink 4. I don't know that she'll get too offensive. She may look for another safety.
And with the off angle on the 5 ball from that distance, she doesn't have much problem with those, but it's kind of hard to draw it out to make the 6 on the side next if she had made it. This safety probably putting the 4 towards the 7. Am I too quiet?
Yeah, I turned you up a little bit. I'm loud, so I have to make sure your mic goes up while my mic goes down. I'll just have a big mouth. All right, so here we are. Sav has leaked out. Yeah, I don't, and that's why I said it is what it is, and we're moving past the foul. I think if Savannah had realized it was a foul, she absolutely would have given it to Kristina, and if Kristina realized it was a foul, she would have asked her for ball in hand. So since neither player seemed to recognize it, no biggie. Moving on. And it being that especially so early in the match, I don't think it's going to be a deciding factor in the situation. So we're back to even at 1s. This is a race to 7 for both ladies. Please enjoy the show. Right. Weird. I'm not sure if that was an intentional bank, if that was an intentional miss, or just a miss.
I think it was an uncharacteristic miss.
Okay. And let's see. Let's go to a different view just so we can see a little bit more of this. Right. What a beautiful shot by Savannah. Great shot. Came a little short on the 6, but actually it lends itself real nice to the 7.
Yeah, to getting to the correct side.
Just gonna roll this in. Drag the cue ball to the left long rail. Good shots. There you have it. Dragged up table beautifully for the 9 in the top right corner. Go. Look at the shot for everybody at home. Savannah Easton up 2-1 over Kristina Tkach. Say thank you to our sponsors real quick while they're racking. So this is the 2025 Olhausen Raxx Mezz Invitational, sponsored by those three, as well as Tsunami. I never say that right. Tsunami Shaft, RJH Custom Cues makes those. This is a WPBA World Ranking event. The tour sponsors for the WPBA this year are Kamui, Diamond Billiard Products, Aramith, Simonis, The Perfect Rack, Classic Billiards, Big Family Custom Creations, Castillo Leather Goods, How Flash Carbon Shaft, Professional How Tips, and the ICA Training Tool, icatraining.com. All right, and back to the match. Kristina Tkach to break. Looking as though she's got maybe the edge of the yellow. Steph and I are currently tangled up in our cords, so we're getting ourselves fixed up. Good. All right.
Nice cut.
All right, and she's setting beautifully. Obviously, that two's just in perfect position. Side pocket there. So what do you like here, Steph? Do you think that she should try to draw this ball back to a table, or do you like her force fouling it forward?
Well, you don't have to risk bobbling the ball if you follow it.
That's fair. And the table with the new felt, or the new cloth on the tables are starting to tighten up a little bit, so the pockets are getting a little more tough. Even tougher than they were to start, which I thought they were pretty tough.
I don't know, that first match I played they seemed non-existent.
Stuff's like, nothing, go. Right. Nice little rub on the 6 there, sitting real good, getting on the 5. Pretty simple. Should be able just to roll this into the side pocket. Kind of stood up as though she thought she may hook herself there. Did you see that in her body language?
I was reading.
Up. You don't read the chat. Don't read the chat. I'm always mindful of the chat, but I try to be careful. And here it is. Tie this match back up. A little bit of pace would be nice, and she's got it. All right, so let's see what's going on around the room. You guys can see the other match going on straight ahead of us there between I don't know if I say this right. Do you say it right?
I don't
Shui
say it.
Ching Chiang? Okay, so we call her Pearl. Pearl Chiang against Wei Su Chen, and Pearl is currently up 3-1 over Wei Su Chen. Oh, thank you, Roger, for your donation. Constantly supporting the WPBA on the stream. We thank you so much. Yes, tomorrow we will be starting at 11 a.m. with a hot seat match between Bean and Rita Cho. Well, currently at the moment, Savannah is sitting in 6th position. Her best finish to date was at Bristol in Borderline, and she got a 4th place finish there. So she would like to at least match her best finish, I would think. Not that 5th, 6th would be a slouchy position by any means.
Yeah, I would hate that.
Yeah, and but she would like to go further, obviously. She's just got her hands full in this matchup.
I think Kristina wanted to get that ball a little bit further. Set Savannah up with a chance for a safety. And the lock-up one she got. No jump option there. She'll be kicking. But not too far from the pocket or the rail. As long as she can get it past that 9 ball, she should have a good chance of actually pocketing this 1 ball.
All right, guys, I had to say goodbye to Frank Mieletti from PA Pro-Am Pool. He is going home. So I always appreciate Frank's help. And he's been wonderful this weekend. So congratulations to him. He just purchased a Billiards Sports Network as well. So he's going to be bringing all this PA Pro-Am stuff into Billiards Sports Network. So you guys make sure to stay tuned. He's got a lot of cool stuff going forward.
Sav can get past that 9 ball to get the 1 ball to the rail, roll the cue ball up to the 6.
Beautiful. Oh boy, maybe not so beautiful. This may
It's
be
always a little scary.
Yeah, when you put it too close to the 9, it could be a little dangerous. 1 rail kick at the 1-9. I expect Kristina to probably play this with a bunch of pace, just in case. She doesn't lay the 9 in the pocket for anything. Hey, what's up, Luke Walker? Nice seeing ya. Haven't seen you in a minute. Quite a bit of pace there. Oh my goodness. That's clean living right there, folks. Clean living. But that's why you have to hit it at some pace, right? I mean, nobody likes it to happen to them, but it does happen. It's 9 ball. All right, so the score is currently 2-2. Oh, 3-2 now in favor of KT. Speaking of Kristina, check out this little short.
I'm Kristina Tkach, the #1 in the world, and you're watching WPBA on YouTube.
Them girls are so fun. Her and Chanel, they both do the finger.
Yep.
Right?
It was a beautiful break, well controlled. Made 2 balls. Great shape on the 2 ball. Couldn't ask for much better. Don't expect Savannah to shoot this rack.
Probably, it's not likely. Definitely not likely, but you never know. I mean, we've seen some really random things happen already in this matchup, and we're only into the sixth game, so. And I like drawing this ball back for the pink four in the side. I almost have five. But she
No
could
way.
just pinch it and hold it. The only reason I do like that is because I don't have to decelerate at all, right?
Right.
Here, she's now going to bridge maybe awkwardly over the 7. We'll see if she can.
I think it's past the 7 enough.
That's good.
And you can just roll down
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
she's
5.
perfect.
Yeah. Probably didn't want to get quite so close to the rail. Put a little left on this ball to get it up back for the 6 ball.
Mark, nobody underestimates Savannah. We know her better than anybody. It's like we're the ones that compete against
I don't
her
wanna
week
have
in
to
and week
play her.
out. Yeah, like she smoked me this tournament. I can't even lie, but I was very distracted. We had some things going on with the stream, and she knew it before I got ready to play. I said, "Look, kid, I'm gonna give you the best I can give you." But I'm definitely a little out of sorts. She's a wonderful player. She has worked very hard for her place in the sport, and trust me, everybody here gives Savannah all of the respect that's necessary. You know, as long as she gives all the due respect to all the other players in the room, we'll give her the same. That's the way it works.
I know if I don't bring my tip-top game, I don't stand a chance against
That's
her.
right. You got to come to the table with your best against any of these ladies, and that's just the truth of the matter. All right, let's go. This is the match at hand, though. Kristina Tkach versus Savannah Easton. Two of the best in our sport at the moment. Beautiful. Kristina Tkach taking a lead 4-2 with a little bit of a fortunate roll on that last rack. But that's where, being smart about it and playing the kick with some speed, some pace allows you the fortune to kind of favor the bolt. And we all know in 9-ball that stuff is just the way it works. You hope it's not happening to you, but for you in 9-ball.
Seems the more confidence you bring to it, the more often it happens for you.
Yeah, absolutely, right? I think when you get to a certain point in pool, confidence has so much to do with your game. Like, I mean, all the time you're working to get better. All these ladies work to get better, match after match, tournament after tournament. But
Savannah's breaking well, but she
Yeah.
seems to be losing the cue ball into the lower part of the rack just a little bit. As soon as she gets that figured out, she's going to have some monster breaks.
you guys in the chat make me giggle. It's a long day. We're at the end of this very long day. A little testy. Yeah, so Sam's been breaking good the whole event, though. And she's one of the few players that I've been watching that when she breaks, she's moving the 9-ball, too. It doesn't always go, the cue ball doesn't always go back through the pack like it does with some of the other ladies, but she is definitely moving the rack around.
Feel that using the cut break with the 9-ball on the spot, the people that I watched, including Kristina, using the cut break, it seems to be moving the balls around a lot better and giving you shape on the 1 ball or 2 if you didn't make the 1. if you did make the one.
Right, so I think that attempt was made by design. Bringing the cue ball around 2 rails. Good shot. Everything's so messy on this rack. It's just not very transparent. I don't think the 3 goes past the 4. She's gonna pick 2 rails. Oh, she needed to get just a hair further past the side for that 2nd rail there.
2 rails might have been able to snug the cue ball up with the 7 ball.
7-5. Yeah, I definitely think it had a place to get safe if she could have flipped the right side of the 2.
Can we see if that goes?
Absolutely. I think the 3 goes. I can't tell from here.
Didn't think it did before, but that angle looks...
This angle almost looks like it does, huh? We're about to find out. If she tries to get under it, it didn't go.
I'm going to say no.
All right. The good thing is here, if she can roll this 3 into the side pocket, she doesn't have to do much for the pink 4.
No, she forgot.
Oh, no. It's because I was the score things got me all discombobulated, too. They didn't start the score forever. It took forever for that. Everything's got me messed up today.
You had to say goodbye to Frank.
Oh, that's right. Frank, too. No, Ray, we'll go ahead and do that while we're in there. So, let's see what Kristina does with this 3 ball. She cuts it up table or not. She does. Oh, boy. All right. It's actually not a terrible position to get back from the pink 4 to the purple 5.
No.
So we all know we love Savannah Easton, the road runner. Everyone in the chat's always beep beep this and beep beep that. She's one of the superstars up and coming in our sport. She currently resides in Las Vegas, Nevada. Her highest ranking is number 10 on the WPBA, but she's currently 11. She is sponsored by, the list is long, folks, Lucasi Cues and Brunswick Billiards, Cue and Case, Jam Up Apparel, Salato, Griff's Bar and Billiards, Town Billiards, Hard Time Billiard of Sacramento, shout out to Oscar, according to Frank, Shepherd's on Schlinger, 3-second cue cases, Fort Worth Billiards, Aloha Billiards, and Jason Griggs Real Estate. She's a 7-time BEF Junior National Champion. Her best finish to date was at the 2024 WPBA Borderline Brunswick Invitational. She is also a silver medalist in the 2024 WPA World Juniors. I think that's ladies. And she's also won the Old Arizona Ultimate Pool, Open Division, Open Women's, and Juniors. And I think she just won a bunch. Where were they at this last time? Iowa. She just won like 2 or 3 events in Iowa as well. So in the Ultimate Pool. So she plays with the Lucasi Pro line with an infused Q-wood shaft. She breaks with the Pure X carbon fiber. And she is jumping with the prototype made by Lucasi. So there's a little bit about Savannah Easton, the road runner. Everybody's favorite, really, to be fair. She's a ton of fun. But she definitely has her hands full with the world #1. Now, Fargo doesn't have anything to do with the WPBA, but do you think that the Fargo rates kind of run pretty true stuff when you look at some of the matches?
To an extent.
Yeah, they're close, huh?
I think some people only have this to go by Fargo, so when they come here and get beat up by champions, theirs might be a little bit lower. Others who play a lot of league might be a little higher.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, so the score is currently 5-2 favor of the Crystal. Savannah Easton taking her break, which I think is a great time for her to do so. While she does that, guys, we're going to go ahead and throw you guys a few commercials. Thanks for watching. This is the WPBA Billiards on YouTube. All right, and the players are back from their break. Looks like Kristina Tkach to break. Savannah is racking. We are using opponent rack, which is a little different. Didn't bother me too much.
No, I like that extra. Even though it's every other, it at least makes you kind of feel like you're getting something for your win if you won the game before.
You're like, yeah, a rack for me.
I do find it odd that they don't count in the back too when we're using opponent Rex, though.
Oh, that's an interesting. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. You should bring that up at the next players meeting. Steph looking at me like, Or
I
you could
just go with the
send it-
flow, whatever they
Yeah,
say, I'll do
That's
it.
how I am too. I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried. It's not worth the fight. I'm not worried about it. We're all playing under the same rules, right?
Right.
So that's my theory on that. All right, so not
She's going for this combo.
sure exactly what her intention is here. So she overcut the ball, put it on the short rail, and brought the cue ball back down table. Pretty decent shot, but I think she's leaked it out, and I do think Savannah can see the one. So is she going offensive here? Is she going to try to kick that one out of here? Just bank it out, play
She's
the
been
container.
playing a little cautious, so I think most times if it's not a gimme, she's going to opt to play safe if that's going to be as easy of a shot.
All right. And I do think that is leaked out as well for Kristina. Savannah's going to have ball. Maybe not.
About an inch less would have been a much more difficult kick.
Yeah. Because I think she can go rail first to kick this ball to the left long rail. instead of having to go up or down table. Oh, almost made it. Nice shot. Nice attempt by Savannah. Not sure how much of the one ball Kristina can see. She may have all of it. If not, I'm sure we're going to see a safety. She had it. Nice shot, a little steep on the 2. Let's go to our side view to get a look at that. A little bit tough on this 3.
Feel like she might have hit it just a smidge thinner than she meant to. Let it get away from her a bit.
Wow.
Hey, one more rail.
Yeah. Or hit a piece of chalk, right? One or the other. Stay where you were. Keep on rolling.
Cue ball behind the 9 ball.
Definitely an option. She's looking, the pocket's pretty big down here with the 5 in front of it.
Oh, thought she could cut it. She get her?
Oh, I don't know. Sure, it's very, very close.
She's not sure either. Oh,
Very,
going for
very
that jump
close.
cue.
Yeah. At best, she has just the very edge of the pink 4. At best. So if this is tough because she's got to get up and basically she's going to have to land on the pink 4. I mean, she's got to get up. Well, she only has a quarter of the ball, so that's not as bad.
Bank
for
it back
jumping.
towards the 9.
There you go. Right, so it looks like this rack here may completely turn back into Kristina Tkach's favor. She's going to play this with a little draw. She's going forward. Oh boy. This young lady's getting a little more confidence in her stroke. She hasn't really played a ball 2 rails and out for the last few matches that I've seen, so her confidence is coming back around. A couple of times where she had the option between the draw or the follow stroke, she went with the draw. I'm going to guess probably because the pocket may have been a little more accepting. You know, sometimes it's easy to just do those little touch shots, but now she's back in line doing Kristina things.
And then some not quite Kristina things.
Yeah. Okay, so here, Savannah may end up underneath this 9. Is she trying for the combination?
No.
No. It's pretty wild. I was like, I don't know. What if she's looking at, she's not looking at the carom, right? I don't even know that she can carom that ball. What's going on, Kristina? Her body movement is not normal. I'm so used to commentating her matches. She's not moving the same. Definitely a little off in this event, but she's working really hard to get it back. So nice bank on the 8. Try to keep the 8. between the two. She's going for the safe, I would thought.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just didn't get it.
Yeah, not settling. She's about 5 inches from being as about as far away from that 6 as she could have left her. But the good thing is here, Sav makes this good shot. She doesn't have to worry about deceleration. She can just go all the way through her stroke, get back up table. Sav was quick in the movement after the shot on that ball. Once again, just off pace on the safety play for Kristina. Now, what do you like here, Steph? Do you like the bank on the 6? Do you like the safety under the 9?
I see Savannah cutting this one in.
I think she's going for the cut shot. Safety's not my favorite, of course. It's difficult, but I feel like it's all difficult at this point. Nothing's really flowing well for Savannah.
Either of them, actually, the last half of this game. They've
Yeah,
been
really.
struggling
Yeah, just
since
really
she
strange
didn't
things.
get shape on the 4 ball.
Now, mind you, Kristina has been on the B side all day today. So she has been match after match after match after match. That grind is tough. She's obviously,
That's
the shot,
Yeah.
right?
got it
Crowd
that
showed
time.
a little appreciation for that shot off to the side there.
Yep, she had the practice shot earlier where she left her, so this one she got there. I know what to do here.
What do you do here, Steph? What do you
Besides hope and pray.
Poke and hope?
I go 2 rails.
Looks like Savannah's
That-
also looking at that. She's looking at the 1 railer at the moment, I do believe.
1 rail's the smart shot, but 2 rails I'm more comfortable with. Feel like it makes the ball bigger.
Right, put a whole lot of curve on that with so much pace on the cue ball. Didn't quite bend it enough to clip that 6. Kristina Tkach comes to the table with the ball in hand. So she's going to set it up. Just go 1 rail to the left, long rail, and back out towards the center of the table. Hit it well.
Yep. Off the rail, back to the center of the table.
Yeah. She can even just draw this back a little. I don't know how much angle she has. Yep. She had enough angle. See, I feel like that camera view right there, those shots, I can't tell if they're straight in or not. From that particular
Right.
angle. I don't know what it is, and it doesn't matter. I see it straight every single time.
If only you
Ever.
could see him straight on the table.
Yeah. Right? No, on the table, they definitely look like they have angle. All right, there you go. Kristina Tkach, 6-2 over young phenom Savannah Easton. Well, while they're racking, what's going on with the other match on the table in the top of your view? Looks like Pearl Chiang is up 6-2 over Wei Su Chen at the moment. But then again, I will tell you this just from watching Wei for the last 5 years straight. That girl can be down 6-0, and you cannot count her out. I don't know what happens in the universe, even with alternate break format, when she's not supposed to be able to get back in that match. Somehow, Wei finds a way. So we'll see going forward if she manages to put a good push back in that match. But at the moment, Pearl looks very confident in the table on top of your view. Well, I'll pull it back just a tad so you guys can see the score line up there. Get 2 for 1 right there. 2 for 1 on this match. I think she's, is she looking for someplace to push?
Yeah, it looks like there's not a really good way to play a safe on that shot, so hitting straight at the one ball might leave too good. Or better just to play the push.
All right. Yeah, so their paths through this event. Kristina Tkach was defeated last night by Sophia Mast. And then Sophia lost this morning to Savannah. And Savannah has made a solid push through this event, losing her last match to Bean Hung. And Kristina's been chugging on the B side all day long, taking down some monster heads along the way. Just
There are definitely
recently.
some monsters in
Yeah.
this tournament.
Yeah, she took down Allison Fisher, the Duchess of Doom, in a hill thriller at the end of the last round to play Savannah. All right, Kristina Tkach going to the air. Wow.
Oh.
Oh. Thanks, Goba. Thank you for your donation to the stream. We appreciate you guys and all of your support for the WPBA. Because of you guys, we are consistently making improvements. So thanks for that. Kristina's going to play a real quick safety on this 2 ball. Okay, wants to contain it, keep it under the brown 7, and I think she's done okay. Here's a real quick replay of that jump shot and almost scratch. A little bit of Kristina action in her face afterwards. Great replay on that jump. Let's go to the overhead and see exactly how well Kristina is locked up Sav from the blue 2. All right, so Sav's going to the air as well. Get my replay button ready. A nice attempt there on that 2 ball. John D. Young, thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. I love all of our girls here at the WPBA and everyone. Special shout out to Frank Mioletti as well as Mika Immonen for getting in the booth, and Derek Pogurski, Ann Arbor Derek, for helping us out throughout the weekend. These guys are phenomenal, and we're super blessed to be collaborating with gentlemen like themselves. Right to the rail and back out. Oh, whoa. She tried to slide past that pocket.
Hit it hard enough that she still has a little part of the 3 ball. Go across the face of it, put the 3 ball down at the other end of the table. Lay the cue ball at this end. Can she see all of it? She can't see all of it. Great job from Kristina. Savannah will be doing some kicking.
If she can swerve around, I wouldn't want to though, because you know, if you clip that edge of the 3, you're definitely scratching. So I like the kick as well. Right, so she does make a hit, but she doesn't catch a rail. Kristina Tkach with ball in hand. All of these balls pretty open. I'm almost afraid to say. I don't want any more of the whole, you know, commentators jinx that I don't believe in anyway. Things are going to happen the way they're going to happen. Right, so these girls are on a 40-second shot clock with 40-second extension per rack. Pat, it is not a thing. And the commentator's curse is not a thing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I am positive. So basically, I like Katie in this rack. I like that she's striking through the ball again. You've watched her path throughout the event. She's been a little off. It's never easy, you know, and there's a lot of expectation when you're a player of her caliber. So perfection is what is expected, and that's not an easy burden to bear.
Well, very close to perfection is what I watched her do on her last match. So seeing her a little off just shows she's still human.
Yeah, absolutely. She is definitely not, she's not perfect, but she is working so hard to be her best. Right. There you have it.
I'm pretty sure
Good
when
shot.
she's a millimeter out of line, you can see it in that look on her face of disappointment.
You don't become a world champion, I don't think, without that, right? I'm sure Allie would feel the same way. Right, and this 9 ball to get on the hill. Right, 7-2. Kristina Tkach, the Crystal, in the lead over the Roadrunners, Savannah Easton. It's been a pretty good event. I've actually enjoyed myself here. I think the food is amazing. And thanks to Holden and crew for just being wonderful hosts. We've been very blessed to work with the people here at Raxx. And we hopefully we can do it again next year. I don't know what the plans are going forward, but definitely got my fingers crossed that we make another trip back to NYC.
I know Holden loves having us here.
I mean, he may or may not think we're so much better than the men. I know, Jonathan. It's because the food at the Raxx, I mean, it's restaurant quality. It's so good. And there's just, I mean, there's only a handful of pool rooms that I've been in. And I've been in a lot of pool rooms. Steph can verify. I'm sure she's also been in a lot of pool rooms. But there are not a lot of pool rooms that have food of this quality. It's just, you know, it's so good. I mean, fresh,
And yes, homemade, not
homemade.
not bought from the store, frozen.
Yes, heat it up. All right, so a little push from Sav there.
I see what you did there.
Dustin. Dustin does stuff. Uh, for those of you guys who are watching on different platforms, you're always welcome to come over here and join our chat room. WPBA Billiards on YouTube. We have a fantastic chat group. Always fun, always entertaining, always involved in all of our streams. So if you're not currently a subscriber to our channel, make sure you take just a few minutes. It's completely free, and we appreciate all the support. It does help us. So we're pretty blessed to have the followers that we do. So if you want to be part of our family, come on over to WPBA Billiards on YouTube. Looks like the score at the top, Pearls 7-2 over Wei Su Chen. Same score line on both tables. Kind of odd. That doesn't happen often. I think earlier today I looked at the live scores on the digitalpool.com, and every score in there was like 5-3, 5-3, 5-3, 5-3. I was like, wow, all the tables are on pace. Everybody's in the same place. All right. It's like Pearl is on the 9 over there, and Wei Su Chen is conceding the match. Wei Su Chen will be out of this event, and Pearl will be advancing into Sunday. Very good tournament for her at this point.
Oh my goodness, look at that hook. Even without that hook, that was a great choice by
Wow.
Savannah to overcut it and bring the cue ball back for a save.
So I think that's what, a 7th, 8th place finish for Wei Su Chen.
Yep.
Pretty good.
5th, 6th.
4, 5, 6. Yes, 5th, 6th. I didn't realize we played down that far. I thought we brought 5, 6. No, we only bring back 4 to Sunday, huh? You think I hadn't done this? I've been doing this for 3 years now. You think I would know? Telling you, everything's just a little off this weekend. I've got, I don't know why, but it is. Yeah, I'm all over the place mentally, trying to stay focused. Good effort by KT. The crowd was in awe. They were so, oh, you can hear them all around here, enjoying themselves. Quite a good crowd here too. And this is I mean, the rails are full.
Yeah,
That's pretty awesome.
all the way down. They
Yeah.
were both directions, yes.
Pretty awesome to see this type of spectatorship.
Lots of people getting the books and wanting autographs.
Yeah. The media guides are fun, aren't they? They're pretty cool this year. I definitely like them. The only way you can get a media guide, though, is to show up to one of our events in person. You can purchase one and get it signed by all the top ladies.
I think she shot at that 2 ball a little quicker than she usually does. Far away with the bridge didn't help.
No, very awkward. All right, so this looks like it's a pretty steep cut. Even though it's pretty close to the pocket, it's still steep. All right, she wants it to slow down. Oh, wow. Good pace. Great shot. All right, so she's shooting the red 3 up table with a little follow. She'll shoot the pink 4 next.
Kind of stunned it.
Yeah. I think she'll be, depending on what happens, and obviously Savannah ultimately can push back. Um, but I think that if Kristina makes it through this match, she'll be glad that today is over. I truly believe that. I know she had a good match against Allison, but she's using her extension. Some days are rougher than others, you know, and I feel, you know, as a player yourself, that some days you're like, phew, I'm glad that day's over. Tomorrow's a new day.
Yes, I was very happy that I only had to play one match that first day with how I was shooting. I regrouped, came back, was in much better form for the second day.
Yeah, it definitely makes you feel better when you know that the next day's a new day. I'm a true believer that pool players have multiple personalities. That we every day's a new day.
I'm
Every
sure
day's
your
a new
husband would agree with that.
personality. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, he'd probably be like, my wife has 17 personalities, but my face shows which personality I'm in, so he knows which one to talk to and which one not to. My face definitely shows it when I am not in a good place.
Great stroke there, jacked up on that ball. Jacked up on the rail to make that ball.
Right, so she does have a steep cut on the 5, but she's perfectly fine. Just has to be mindful of the pace she plays it. Roll her in nicely, 2 rails and out. She overhit this a bit. She cooked it, actually. I think she might still be able to cut this ball in. The 7 goes in either the left or the right top pocket.
I think
Let's go to the
she's
over.
got to go for the right pocket if she plans on cutting it.
Let's see, there's a good look at it. Yeah, she
Jumped
kind of
up
was.
a little
Yeah,
bit.
she was up walking through that shot before the cue ball was even anywhere near the 3rd rail. All right. So though she got a decent position on of it, she got a little fortunate she didn't leave it right in the pocket for Savannah. So can either play a safety or she could be offensive. It's kind of similar to where Kristina was.
A
Nah,
little
there's
less angle. I
Yeah,
think she's going to try and put the cue ball down end table behind the 9.
I think that's absolutely how she needs to hit this. Put that on the short rail, the cue ball down on the other short rail.
Snuck out a smidge. Still,
Distance,
end
though.
to end is never fun.
Yeah. Now here, I almost don't mind her playing it offensive to the top left corner, bringing the cue ball to the right long rail. She
Right.
went the opposite way. The only reason I preferred it the other way for just preference here is that potentially at speed, if she plays it at the right pace, the 7, 8, 9 may block up a potential shot on the 6 if she missed it. But I am not the world number 1. I'm just giving my opinions.
That's probably why she went for it, though. Good
Yeah,
insight into her brain.
Yeah, for sure. Nice shot by Sav.
shaking her head a little bit there on not getting quite as far over as she wanted, but she should be able to just go one rail and on the opposite side of the 9. Well, pretty strong.
All right. Staff needs to just take her time. Step into the line of the shot and execute accordingly. Minimize body movement as much as possible. Shooting this 9 in the top left corner. A little quick in the last stroke. All right, Kristina comes to the table. I always hate it when someone misses a ball, and I know this is terrible. You want to be straight in, right? But I always hate it when they miss and they leave you dead straight. And then I'm like, oh, this is so much pressure because if you miss it, you look like such a donkey, you know? You're like, just a little angle would be nice. See, I didn't call Kristina a donkey.
Manifesting.
Don't you smack me, Stephanie. Listen, I'm getting beat up in this booth right now. Like, y'all better quit. Stephanie's about to beat me up. I am no means calling Kristina Tkach a donkey. I'm just saying it does happen. And it's weird when you're left straight in like that, how mental. Because straight in, I think, is the toughest shot on the table. Truly believe that, especially from any distance.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
It isn't easy.
Stephanie just smacked me, you guys. If you guys could see it, so upset.
And no, Allison is not in any longer. She was beat in the last round by Kristina in a Hill thriller.
Yeah. The curse is not real, Ed. I had no intention of Kristina missing that 9 ball. I was just saying for personal preference, how many times you really don't like.
My personal preference is that they leave it hanging in the jaws for me.
See, Luke, right. Who doesn't like that, right? Luke says the game makes donkeys out of all of us. I would absolutely agree. This game is demoralizing at times and empowering
Many
at other
times.
times, you know? That's why we keep playing it. If we could perfect it, you guys, none of us would still be here trying.
I did have somebody yesterday that accidentally did not leave the one ball touching the other balls while using the magic rack, so it is still a good choice to pay attention just in case they don't get them all frozen tight.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to look, and you're allowed to do so. You know, you're allowed to check the rack. You're not allowed to touch it. Pat, you better stop. I'm gonna feel really bad because like Kristina's like my girl. I feel terrible.
Savannah does seem to have lost a little of her fighting spirit.
Yeah, she's rattled, a little lost focus. It's tough to, when you know that the odds are so far against you, it's really hard to stay in the match. I mean, you know this stuff. I mean, we all want to be warriors, right? But there's times where it's just, there's a little quit in us, you know, when we know the odds are so far against us.
Yeah, but there's nothing better than your opponent thinking that you got quit in you and being down.
You don't want them to see the
7-2
quit in you.
and
Yeah.
Nope, I still got a little more in me.
Yeah, and I'm sure knowing that about Savannah as well, Kristina's probably having a little struggle mentally because and I'm not saying that she is. I'm just saying that just like you said, when your opponent sees all that give up, some people feel almost bad that you're giving up. Some people stick their knee in your throat, you know? Like, it does happen both ways.
Well, you see the give up and you think it's going to be easy to get that final game, and
Yeah.
then sometimes it isn't.
Yeah, exactly. Nancy. No, it's not.
Usually works the other way, though. I think you were manifesting that stuff. Normally, it's more of a compliment curse.
Right. That's fair. Oh boy. Well, it's dark in there.
Trying to give her a chance. I have a huge problem with my opponent's attitude rubbing off on me.
Are you more of an empath where you kind of feel their energy?
100%. I tend to have to not be around negative people much, like walk away if there's a problem. If they are anxious at the table, I tend to get anxious, so I try to not watch them at all and only focus on what I'm going to do when I get to the table and pay attention to the balls instead.
All right, so Sav's got another opportunity to get a little bit into this match, see if she can buckle down, take advantage of the Raxx that she's supposed to win when she has the opportunities. Savannah is a very well-rounded player.
At this point, she's going to have to steal the ones she's not supposed to win, too, though.
Yep, that's fair, but it does happen. We see it all
does.
the time. Earlier today, Kristina Tkach was down 6-0 to Wenbik Trum. She was down 6-0 and made a great pushback and ended up being up 7-6 and ended up missing the out. So we all
Ouch.
know that there is potential to get back in. All right, nice little run out by Sav here. She's really got to buckle down and make these last two balls. Got a girl, take your time. Oh, there she goes. And this 9 ball right here to get to 4 for Savannah Easton. Got a good support system in the room. Positive energy for Sav.
Always.
Always, yeah. How do you not like Savannah? I mean, she's great. She's a good competitor. She plays wonderful. She's got a great work ethic. Right. Kristina needs the 1 to stay on the side of the table, and it has. Is that the 2 up table? It is.
Yep.
Well,
She's got a little work to get there.
just a little. Wow. Whoa, ball. Whoa. Nobody deserves that. She hit that ball too good. Brutal.
Let's see if this scratch costs her the same as the last one did. Savannah's got a little more work on this one.
A little more, but I think she can. I think if she can get from the 2 to the 3, she's
Yep,
10 pretty
definitely
good.
the
Yeah.
key ball there.
If she could set herself up to get from the 2 to the 3 ball. She's looking maybe at some other options, maybe a safety. See if she can lock Kristina up a little bit here and see if she can't force a second foul.
I'm not a fan.
I would prefer, yeah, I like shooting the 2 and trying to get on
2
the 3.
and go.
Right, but she has hit it well.
Yeah.
Good safety, tied it up on another ball, got it up off a rail. Rails make it much easier to kick and hit. I'll
She
tell
can
you
get
what.
down far enough. She should be able to get this 2 rails. Maybe even make it inside. Oh,
Oh,
she didn't
okay.
get past that side.
So she's on 2.
At this point, You know, I like my 3 fouls.
Yep, you do. I actually 3-fouled somebody this week, and I was proud of myself.
Good
Not going to name
job.
names because that's irrelevant. The fact that I was able to do it, I'll take it. Got a little fortunate on the third hook, but sometimes that's, try to move things around, make things happen. All right, so this is one more. Sav needs to kind of do the same thing. Get that 2 up off a rail. She's on 2. She let Kristina know. She's going to take her extension to make sure.
Quite a bit of right on there, I think. Get past.
All right.
Oh,
Whoa, boy. Oh, boy.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, and the crowd did exactly what we just did. The whole crowd, y'all.
Apologize for my sounds.
Yeah, we were
I
all
couldn't help it.
invested. Well, the crowd was too. So the crazy part is that we could hear the crowd. So the whole crowd was doing it too. They were like, oh, that really
Think she
happened.
can get this 9 ball?
All right, so cut this 2 towards the 8, bring the cue ball down and knock that 9 in. Just like this. Is she going to get it? She is not. But the
But she
2
made the 2.
fell.
All right, so we'll bank the 3 into the 9 instead.
She's like, how many times do I have to swing at it? Holden, he's all invested. He's like, why doesn't she just bank at it?
She will. She will.
I mean, it's a big ball, but it's also a big shot and a big moment, right? Because Kristina is on the hill.
Yeah, if you leave the 3 ball down there anywhere and didn't make the 9, you're in trouble. But is it like on the edge of it or something? Is there... Oh, she didn't go for it.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Maybe there was something she didn't like about the bank. We're definitely not standing at the table, so it would be her choice.
Huh.
Oh, did that just happen? What's going on? Kristina just said, wow.
So did we.
Oh boy.
The 3 go
There's a
past the
very
8.
strange change of events that's happening right now, yeah. Right, I do think
That
she's
view
got-
doesn't help me at all.
No, but I do think she's got half a pocket at it. If not the whole pocket, but for sure half a pocket. Nice strike there.
Okay. We've got 5, 6, 7, 9, or
I think I might just draw out and take the 7-9 here. Just so I don't even
Right.
have to contend with the 8 down there. I mean, it's not like it matters. You're gonna get there, People are already clapping.
well,
Hasn't even got there yet. Listen, don't get me started. I can't even talk about what could happen.
all right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Savannah Easton trying to make this a match with some really crazy stuff that's happening there. But the score is 7-5 in favor of Kristina Tkach.
Well, besides great shooting, to come from a 7-2 deficit
Yeah.
there has to be some luck and good rolls that come your way along with it.
Yeah, there's absolutely nothing. I mean, there's no possible way that you can get through a match down that far without a little fortune. But you do have to play good too when the opportunities arise, you know? So,
And as you start coming back, your opponent having a fluke mess up is more likely to occur.
absolutely. All right, so are these ladies taking a
Yeah.
quick break? I do believe they
Kristina just
are.
passed us.
We're going to go ahead and just play a couple commercials, guys. Thanks for watching. Be right back shortly. All right, folks, so we're back at it. Savannah Easton to break. Score is currently 7-5 in favor of Kristina Tkach, the world number 1. And I can't tell here if Sav does have enough of the 2. I believe that she does. I don't think it should be a problem. She should be able to cut this 2 in. Basically, though, she's got to make some decisions. How does she get around in it? Does she catch the window? Does she try to catch the window between the 8 and 9? Or does she try to catch the window behind the 8? See what our choice is here. Okay, so looks like maybe Sam couldn't see all of the 2. Or she missed one of the 2. Doesn't matter. Kristina comes to the table at this point. So looks as though KT is going to just thin the left side. Oh my, what is going on? Got that a little too fat. So Savannah overcut the 2. Kristina comes to the table, thins the 2 and scratches. We're getting Stephanie acclimated to her headset again, guys. That's where all the noises are.
And now that's me.
And now she's back. So Kristina has scratched and given Savannah ball in hand on the 2. She pocketed the 2, come up under the 3, and here we are. All right, so Savannah's got a little bit more pep in her step at this point. Having a couple of racks reverse and go back
That
her way.
happens.
It does.
No,
You
I
actually
can
made
win
mention of
this.
that, yeah.
Left herself a good angle on the 3 to get to the 4. Good angle on the 4 to get to the 5.
Getting a few fortunate rolls and a few unfortunate rolls for Kristina. Maybe it gave Sav a little confidence.
3 games in a row, scratching. It makes it
Right,
difficult
watch
to
out. The 9-ball's big.
get past
9
it.
ball's big. Okay. She waved a little hand up to Kristina to let her know. Sorry, my apologies. I overran that. Got away with it. Right, torture? Right, Sav back in it. Looking to get one rack closer. So she's just going to pocket this ball. She can pitch it and hold the cue there. She can take it to the left long rail and back out. Up to her. There you go. This 9-ball get to 6 for Savannah Easton. And she kills it. Here we go. We're back in a match, ladies and gentlemen. Looking like it was the end of all. And we're back at it. Pretty crazy this
Never
match.
take any of these ladies for granted.
No, not a single one.
Fight for every single game, even when you're on the hill.
I mean, we've all done it and we've all won them. That's way. You know what I mean? We've all been down huge and made huge comebacks, and we've also been up huge and gave it all back. It's just part of the game, you know? You just got to be mentally prepared for all of those things. And I think that's what makes great players. Every notch and every opportunity like this as being a coaster is going to make her a better player in the future. So, she's definitely every time making strides. Every time I see her, she gets a little better. So,
All of them do.
yeah, absolutely. Right, 2 rails around, possibly 3. Oh boy. Kristina slowly imploding. It's gonna be tough, you know. I mean, we've all done it. I think I was playing you once and was up like 7-2, and you came back and beat me 8-7. I mean, it like happens, you know.
A little bit of skill, a little bit of luck,
It all plays in.
a fluke by your opponent. Yep, it all
That's right.
changes the match.
Crazy how the small things really matter sometimes. Right.
Oh, hit that
Safety
7 ball
play.
for a good save. Good job.
Wow. Great shot. Great kick by Kristina. Definitely save that one for my highlight reel. Safety. Oh, oh. Now, see, at this point in the match, this is where I get a little bit weird because see how Kristina played The momentum has shifted in the match. And as a player, she knows that, right? We all know that when we're in these moments. I get nervous about playing these types of safeties because the momentum is not in your favor at this point, right? So what I'm afraid is that when I'm in these moments, now someone will kick and make some great shot and then froze up on the backside
Right.
of something with some crazy random luck.
And I'm probably the opposite when
Really? You'll
it-
tighten up more. Yeah. I just always worry that the momentum, because it's shifted, am I going to get the roll when I play this safety? You know, like, or
Well,
are
the
they going to
shot-
get lucky back at me, right?
the shot wasn't really there, so you didn't have much choice in the
No,
matter.
that's
so-
true. That's fair. A-Train. Everybody loves a hill thriller. Everybody but the players.
Or the player that was up.
Yeah.
The other one loves it.
Yeah, no, right. True that. Now, if it's a grinder back and forth, you're like, yeah, whatever. It's already been this way the whole match, right?
But so often it seems that although the player that was up gets disheartened for a while, they still can get that last game more often than not.
So you got some people in the room that are really cheering on. That little bump there for Kristina Tkach. She has quite the fan base here, as well as Savannah. But I think everybody's just been really invested in this match. Everybody's really on the edge of their chairs. Okay, cue ball needs to slow
Wasn't
down.
thinking she was going 3 rails on that. I thought she would just
Oh boy.
go straight to it and back out.
Oh boy.
Yeah, she's making it a little tough on herself, that's for sure.
She is, but the good thing here is she does have her cue ball. She's not going to be bridging over the 7. Right, she wants it to bounce quite a bit. Let's go. This is where Kristina's training is really going to come into play. Trust her training. Trust her stroke. Keep
She
her head
probably
down.
breathed a little easier putting that 6 in, and
Absolutely.
knowing she's just got to do what she does.
Ooh, I seen her take a big deep breath right there. You could see her shoulders heave up and down. She's taking a lot of deep breaths. I think she feels like she snuck one out here with Savannah. All right. Ooh, and there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That is the final match of the evening between Kristina Tkach and Savannah Easton. The Crystal advances into the final 4 for tomorrow. Savannah Easton walks away with a really awesome 5th, 6th place finish. So congratulations to the Roadrunner and to her team, because I know it's a collaborative effort. Thank you, Stephanie Mitchell, for
Thank
being
you
in the
for having me.
booth. I'm so glad you stopped over here. I was like,
The timing was great.
yeah, absolutely. It was perfect timing. I want to say thank you to all our sponsors here for this event, Olhausen Raxx Mezz, as well as Tsunami, RJH Custom Cues, a Tsunami shaft. Thank you for supporting us and everything that we do. Big shout out to Richard, as well as all the tour sponsors here at the WPBA. We'll go over that real quick. Kamui Brand, Diamond Billiard Products, Aramith, Simonis, of course, The Perfect Rack, the official rack of the WPBA, Big Family Custom Creations, the official apparel sponsor, Castillo Leather Goods, How Flash Carbon Fiber Shafts, Professional How Tips, ICA Training Tool. Check them out at icatraining.com to get any information about that tool. If you guys aren't familiar, please go check them out. It's super awesome. And of course, our newest member of the WPBA family, Classic Billiards in Florida. Thank you guys for supporting what we do. This is a WPA World Ranking event, and without our sponsors, we wouldn't be doing that. So once again, thank you to my co-host, Stephanie Mitchell. We will be starting tomorrow with the hot seat match, I believe, at noon,
Yes,
right? At noon.
yes.
Okay. I had to look at Stephanie because she seems to be more responsible than I am. I'm usually half awake by this point in the tournament. So it's going to be absolutely starting at noon. Bean Hung versus Rita Cho, or also known as Che Yu Cho. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for sweating out that last one. An awesome match that was. My name is Lonnie Fox Raymond. You are watching WPBA Billiards on YouTube. We'll see you tomorrow.